John and I just finished our cooking demo here, and we're out on the third deck checking out the ocean. And this is probably the calmest the water has been so far. It looks amazing, and I bet you guys want to see it, so I'm going to show you. Look at that. I think we could probably even catch a nice little sunset if we get to the right angle here. So we're just out here walking the deck, enjoying the weather.
They're cleaning. We gotta go the
nice
other
and
way.
cool. We gotta go the other way. They're cleaning. That's 100%. So let's go this way. Big deal. I feel like I'm in a movie or a video game. It's just, it doesn't look real to me, but it's real. It's real life.
Miles and miles and miles of
Just the ocean. There's nothing else. There's no land. There's the back. They said it's about 24,000 feet deep, and that's almost 5 miles. That's almost 5 miles deep. That's crazy. Look at this. Look at that sunset view. Cotton candy sky, clear water. Is that land or a mirage straight ahead? That might be an island. I think that's where they filmed Castaway. Again, I don't see any streaks in the sky from planes. It looks unaltered. Oops, I see a plane way down there. But other than that, that's what it would look like back in the day, you know, when Magellan sailed across the world. Look at those clouds. I'm talking too much, so I'm just going to show you the ocean.
Testing. 1, 2.
Hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen and ladies. This is Jonathan, your cruise director, speaking. How's everybody doing? Who wants to guess what I am right now? Somebody said it over here. A monkey?
Yeah, monkey.
I'm a monkey. All right. Thank you all for showing up. It's wonderful to have you here. Do we want Charlie to do a backflip?
Yeah, I think where's Charlie? We need to start with a backflip out here.
I was practicing and I hurt myself really bad. So, on tonight's menu, we are going to make pumpkin stew and peach perfection for dessert. The peach perfection is going to be brought out as samples, and the stew is going to be served with tonight's dinner. Originally, we wanted to do something like Caribbean feeling, so we were going to do like this jackfruit taco, and we actually released a video after we found out we couldn't do it for the cruise. Have you guys seen the jackfruit taco video? Oh man, so we were so excited about that, but it had way too many ingredients for the cruise ship, and jackfruit's hard to come across. So we went with something seasonal, and that's why we chose the pumpkin stew, because there's a bunch of pumpkins outside in upstate New York, where we're from, and we like to try to use things that are in season. And you need something to really, you know, stick to your bones in that cold weather, which is really hard to say up here when it's 100 degrees and I'm in a monkey costume.
Although the air is pretty cold, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just cut these peaches in half for the dessert. I cut my finger off in front of all you guys.
These are disguises from the zombies. There's been a lot of zombies on the cruise, so stay away from that.
I'm just gonna take out a little bit of this with a dull spoon. And Chris, why don't you, while I'm doing this, why don't you get started on the candied pumpkin seeds?
Okay, so I'm going to candy some pumpkin seeds here. I got a hot pan and I got some canola oil. Put a couple tablespoons in there, and I got some coconut palm sugar here. And I got some pumpkin seeds, and just basically we're going to candy this.
And all you really have to do is let that sugar dissolve.
Yeah.
And then take it right off the heat, and in a few minutes it'll be a nice solid, almost brittle kind of thing. And we're gonna break it up and put it right on top of the peach.
I'll put a little bit of salt on it too.
So I want to get the peaches in the oven right now. We're gonna roast them at about 400 degrees. And you want to just kind of keep them in the oven until the top's brown a little bit. That's when you know it's ready. I'm tossing it in a little bit of lemon juice and agave nectar. And then I'm going to put a little bit of salt and cinnamon right on top. and then we are ready to go into the oven.
Which is roasting at what, 400 degrees?
Yeah, we got it at the 400. That was kind of hard for me when we were over in Germany. You know, all the measurements are different because America has to be stubborn.
They're so precise over there.
If you guys have any questions, you know, we're all friends here. Just shout them right out.
We feel like we answered all the questions at the Q&A. So.
All right, popping these in the oven.
Peaches are not in season. What would you use instead as a sub?
I would probably make brownies all winter long. Until peaches are in season. Peanut butter cups, yes. All right, so Chris is doing that. I think I'm going to chop up this ginger. Ginger's optional, but I love the way ginger warms up this this stew dish. But be very careful because if you use too much, you're gonna get gingivitis. All right, I'm sorry, that was ridiculous. I thought of that earlier today, and I was like laughing when I was in the shower. These guys are gonna love this one. So I'm just gonna finally mince this. Have you guys ever accidentally had a giant chunk of ginger in your food? Yeah. It's unpleasant, unless you're into that sort of thing. And look at how sharp this knife is. It's actually working. Hey, cut my finger off.
And both of these are in our cookbook. You guys seen our cookbook up in the gift shop?
Yes. Ebook?
Yes, we have an ebook. You know, it's hard to hear in this thing because I got the hood on, and yeah, we have an ebook. You can find that right on our website.
What's our website?
I don't know. What is it? Okay, these are getting hot. This is smoking over here.
Oh, we just ESA'd it. That's a thing now, right?
TheVeganZombie.com. Yeah, that's it. Right up in the gift shop.
Did anybody buy a book yet?
Yeah!
Oh my goodness, you guys, stop it. Stop it.
Did you buy them here or did you already have them?
Yeah.
Well, they're probably sold out then.
Throw some olive oil up in here. Don't throw up olive oil, that's gross. So you have to keep an eye on the peaches now. If the peaches blow up, they're your fault. Are you guys picking on me? Don't. Yeah, you like that?
You like that? They're stitched up here. I got the shorts on over it.
One year, I was my band played, and it was for a Halloween show, and I was a bunny, and the bunny suit was like the tightest thing I'd ever seen. So my business was like right out there. I had to lower my guitar down to like cover it up in front of everybody. That was too much information, you guys. Come on, grow up.
Is it on?
The heat is on. We'll just throw it over here. It's definitely not on over there. There's a video on YouTube that has a gluten-free seitan recipe, and it's the best. You're gonna love this. So go ahead, you tell it.
Okay, so they go through the whole video and they make the seitan, and then they go in the final touch. You throw it in the garbage because it doesn't exist. All right, I'm gonna make the cashew cream that's gonna go in the Peach Perfection. And as Miyoko already said, cashews take on the taste of pretty much anything. So
vegans love cashews.
Cashews.
Yeah.
So I have, these are raw cashews, and they are already soaked, and I'm going to put them in the Vitamix. That works. The Vitamix, that works. And I'm just going to add a little bit of agave and a pinch of cinnamon. I'm going to blend that up. Jason, how long do I blend this for?
Blend for 30, dirty birdie!
Blend for 30, you dirty birdie. That's his t-shirt. Check it out.
Okay, so I got some color in my onions, and I'm going to throw in the ginger. I put the garlic in last because we don't want to burn our garlic.
Yeah.
I like to put my dry herbs in at the beginning because it really helps develop those flavors. It's all about Flavor Flav when you're cooking. I am sweating up here, holy cow.
You got a freaking monkey suit on.
I know, this is a terrible idea.
We would add a little bit of vanilla to this too, but we got this industrial kind. I don't like to put the kind with alcohol in it, so we're gonna leave it out.
If Chris has any alcohol, he turns into a zombie.
Yeah, that can't happen. So
this is vegan Worcestershire sauce. It's from a company called Edwards and Sons, and I use it a lot. It's like my go-to thing when I want to like maybe deglaze a pan. So I'm gonna pour that in now, about that much. You guys all have the cookbook. Just look it up. I love to make pumpkin puree from scratch at home using pie pumpkins. This is probably from can. Is it from scratch? Cool. Smells good. I think that's. Do we have that in the cookbook? The what? The pumpkin puree.
Yes.
I don't even know what's in my own cookbook. I should be ashamed of myself. So I love to roast off some pie pumpkins. A little bit of canola oil or olive oil and a little bit of agave and salt, and it makes the best pumpkin puree. And we went savory with this recipe, but obviously you can make pies, our pumpkin rolls, pumpkin muffin, pumpkin anything, pumpkin everything, right? It's that time of year. All right.
So can you guys see this? Is this on the screen? So that they've candied, they're all stuck together, and this is what you want. Let's see how they taste.
Gross.
They'll be good. So they will be good.
They're not good right now, though.
With this cashew cream sauce.
So now we just have to wait for this to come to a boil so we can talk. Let's talk.
Who made the recipe?
This recipe is mine.
And this recipe right here is his.
Most of the recipe, it's 50-50 for the cookbook.
Yeah.
The comic?
I created it, but I had a friend of mine do the illustrations. The to be continued?
Yeah.
The cliffhanger.
That's gonna come out soon.
That's gonna come out soonish.
Yeah, that's the best response, but soonish. Oh, when you got that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wait, Charlie has a question.
Oh, good.
What's your technique for taking the seeds out of the pumpkin?
That is like the hard. It takes me forever. What I try to do is dry them out a little bit and then rinse the pulp that's stuck to it. I found it to be a little bit easier when we let it sit for a little while, because when we were in Germany we tried to do that and we actually ended up just using pumpkin seeds because it would have taken forever. I don't know, does anybody else have a good tip for that? Taking the pumpkins, what he wants to know is how to take those, get the pulp off all those pumpkin seeds.
The guts out of the seeds.
Guts.
Right.
I toast them in a pan and then they separate pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's kind of almost the same thing, you're just doing it faster than what I do because you're smarter than me. Alright, so the goal of our cookbook, we talked about this a little bit in the Q&A, but we're trying to make recipes really easy for people that are just going vegan, because it's kind of a big step when you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. So we want people to go to our cookbook or search our YouTube channel, because we started out as a couple of YouTube dudes.
Just a couple of dudes on YouTube.
Just a couple of dudes on YouTube, trying to show people how easy it is to be vegan, and with a little bit of humor. Or I try to be funny. I don't know if I really am or not. And so far it seems to be working. We get a lot of messages from people on our Facebook or email just saying that they went vegan, 6 months ago because they saw our videos and how much fun vegan cooking can be. I don't know why, but the small town that I grew up in, everybody thought vegan cooking means it's boring. And although, that's great, that's one avenue to reach veganism, but what about all the younger kids out there that care like we do? They watch the YouTube and then they're like, oh, John does it. He's the coolest person in the world. Now I can do it.
And I can do it.
That is my exact thought.
I do it. Or eat it in front of everybody.
Can you eat
Eat
this?
it.
Can we have some?
You want to come up and try one?
We served this dessert at Germany at one of the 5-course dinners that we did, and everybody really liked it.
How pretty that looks. Can you see that?
It was on there.
What?
Hey.
There we go.
Nice short.
You like those? Just in case,
I have some fresh herbs here that I like to stir in at the very end of the stew because I don't want them to get destroyed, in the 40 minutes that it takes to cook this. This is taking forever. It's like watching water boil.
Yeah, that's what we're watching it boil.
I got some thyme here, and I have some sage leaves and some fresh parsley.
You are almost out of time. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh man, we're here all
when
night.
they translated that to German, it didn't really go so well because those words didn't rhyme. So a lot of people over in Germany bought our English book, and we asked them why, and they said, well, because of translation, we wanted the original. That little joke didn't work.
Quit monkeying around.
Oh. So I have a Gibson Les Paul Studio that I've been using since 2005, and I have a Planet Wave strap because most straps are made out of leather,
Selfie, guys.
That's for our friends back home.
When we get that internet service.
And I play out of an orange cab, and it's I broke it, so I have to fix it when I get home. I was in a band called The Scarlet Ending, which is completely irrelevant to me cooking up here right now. But we're doing a reunion show in December, so I'm really excited to pick up the old axe again. Axe.
YOLO.
The old guitar.
You only YOLO once.
Oh, that's funny. I actually, we went overseas to play for the troops over there, and I accidentally plugged it in. I don't know how I did it, but all my gear started to smoke because it was too much, what is it, amps?
Yeah.
It's just like smoking. I'm like, what the heck is that smell? And I looked down, I fried everything that I had, so I had to use borrowed gear for the rest of the tour. Okay, so this is bubbling up now, so I'm going to turn it down to a simmer, and I would let it simmer for 40 minutes until it's nice and thick. Hopefully you guys are going to eat this tonight with dinner unless something terrible goes wrong. It's going to be fine.
In Germany, we went to a vegan shoe store, and they gave him a vegan guitar strap. I guess they're hard to find.
Yeah, or the ones that I had at least fall apart after like a month of using them, so.
So this one lasts for about 2 months.
What was your favorite city in Germany?
They were all cool. We only toured in Hamburg because we were so busy we couldn't do anything in any other cities. So
yeah, that's the only place we got to sightsee. The rest was just driving in a car, you know, at 2 in the morning until 6 in the morning.
yeah.
Berlin was awesome. I think would probably, if I had to choose on the spot right now. I told you guys some of the slogans that they had outside, right? Yeah, they're like raunchy.
They were bad. These look pretty tasty. Anybody guys want to come up here and try one?
Yeah.
Candy pumpkin seeds. It's not hot anymore.
Sure.
No.
I've made that mistake. Oh yeah, so I was candying pumpkin seeds once, and I picked one up, and it was so hot. What did I do to cool it off? I put it in my mouth. Yeah, that was a.
We got a whole blooper video of him burning his mouth.
That's pretty much it. We did a really easy recipe for you guys. I guess you could pretend that this is done and just stir in the herbs.
We can pretend all this too. We do that on the show.
Yeah, we're a bunch of pretenders. It smells really good though, so hopefully it smells this good tonight when we eat it.
What did we pretend once that pineapple was actually mango? Because it looked like it.
Oh yeah. That's the worst when you're testing a recipe and you get all the ingredients except for one, and you're like,
we gotta go back to the store.
All right,
you don't.
Stir it in my fresh herbs. And at the end, it needs to be a lot thicker than this, so you would need to cook it for another, I don't know, 40 minutes, and then salt it, pepper it to taste, and then serve it to all your best friends in the zombie apocalypse. You guys have any other questions? Yes?
Is there something you could suggest for subbing for this 18 or just leaving it out? Or
Yeah, you could use tofu, tempeh.
I would say tempeh would hold up the best in this stew. The tofu, I've tried it before, it kind of falls apart on you. Have you ever used tempeh before? It holds up pretty well. You can take out the protein altogether if you wanted, but I'd probably go with tempeh.
Yeah.
How about frozen tofu?
Yes, that changes the texture of. You guys ever throw a brick of firm tofu in the freezer and you pull it out? It's like spongy and really dense. That would definitely hold up in a stew for sure. Thank you.
You don't have to like press it like you normally do. You can just squeeze all the water out. Any other questions?
I'm glad you guys like the peach perfection.
We're figuring out what we're gonna do now. We might try to travel and do some videos at different vegan restaurants, kind of like a dino drive-ins and dive thing, vegan style.
And the German tour was so much fun doing the 5-course dinner parties. We want to do that all across the country. So as soon as we get back, I think we're gonna just start mapping that out and see how possible it is. Maybe in the February, March, or maybe in July. We told some of you guys about the farm sanctuary we were going to try to buy, and that didn't work out, so we're just taking a step back from that for now, but I'd love to have a nice barn with some animals. Maybe not a farm sanctuary, but something to hang out with some buddies of mine, you know, like I called her Betsy the cow, you know, Betsy's walking by when you're... Anyway. Sorry.
We did a video last night with some of you guys, and it should be funny. It should be really funny. We totally just did this cooking demo in these monkey suits. John was gonna throw chocolate out there. So good. Okay, so we were monkeys, as you know, for our food demo, and we just came back to the room and check what is hanging in the corner. Check that out.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
Anyway.
People say we monkey around.
It's that dark already? I didn't even realize. So we're gonna dress up in our suits, look all nice, go to dinner.
I ain't doing that till 7:30.